The bustling corridors of Pharaoh's palace were as familiar to me as my own heartbeat. Yet, despite the grandeur and opulence surrounding me, I often felt a deep sense of loneliness. My name is Nefer, and at 16, I was caught between the expectations of my noble birth and the burgeoning realization of my true self. In the shadowy hallways of the palace, I discovered solace in the most unexpected place. The stories of our ancestors, etched in stone and whispered among the servants, often provided me with comfort. One such story was that of Nyankh-khnum and Khnum-hotep, whose tale was shrouded in both mystery and reverence. Nyankh-khnum and Khnum-hotep were royal manicurists and advisors during the Fifth Dynasty, serving Pharaoh Nusiri. The tomb, which I had the chance to visit with my father during an official ceremony, was a marvel. The walls were adorned with the intricate carvings and depictions, the two men in intimate poses, their bond clear and unbroken. It was said that they were joined in life and joined in death, and their story was one of the few that spoke to my hidden heart. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the Nile, I wandered into the palace gardens. The air was thick with the scent of lotus blossoms, and I found myself drawn to the secluded corner where I often went to think. It's there where I met Seti, a young scribe with dark, curious eyes and a quick smile. Seti had noticed my frequent visit to the tomb of Nyankh-khnum and Khnum-hotep. "Do their stories fascinate you?" he asked, his voice a gentle intrusion into my thoughts. I nodded, unsure of how much to reveal. "Their bond, it's like anything I've seen." Seti's eyes softened with an understanding. Their love was a testament to the heart's true desire, despite the world's constraints. As the weeks passed, Seti and I grew closer. He became my confidant, and in our stolen moments, I found the courage to confront my feelings. One night, beneath the canopy of stars, I confessed to him, "I think I'm like them, Seti. I feel different, and yet, in their story, I see a reflection of myself." Seti took my hand, his touch warm and reassuring. "You're not alone, Nefer. Their love shows us that we can find our own path, even if it deviates from what others expect." Encouraged by Seti's words and enduring the legacy of Nyankh-khnum and Khnum-hotep, I began to accept myself. I started to see my feelings not as a curse, but as a part of who I was. Seti and I spent more time together, our bond growing stronger each passing day. One day, we were in the palace library. Seti uncovered a hidden scroll. It was an ancient text that spoke of Nyankh-khnum and Khnum-hotep's in more detail, describing their love as sacred and a blessing by the gods. Reading those words, I felt a profound sense of validation. "Do you see, Nefer?" Seti said, his voice filled with awe. "Even in the times of old, love like ours was celebrated, not hidden away." With Seti by my side, I found my strength to be my true self. Our love, like that of Nyankh-khnum and Khnum-hotep, became a source of inspiration. We decided to honor their legacy by living openly and honestly, despite the challenges we might face. Later, when I look back on my journey, I realized the story of Nyankh-khnum and Khnum-hotep was more than just a tale of ancient love. It was a beacon guiding me towards self-acceptance and a realization that love, in all its forms, is timeless and powerful. As I stand by Seti's side, I'm reminded of the carvings on the sacred tomb. Two men, bound by love, their hearts beating in unison. In them, I found a piece of myself, and through their story, I discovered the courage to love openly and freely. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. If you liked the story, please like, follow, and subscribe to Robert Jerome Pagan's Creations or Pagan Stories. Thank you, and happy Pride.